I'm Jonathan Neame. I'm Chief Executive of Shepherd Neame, and we are here in the downstairs bar of the newly reopened Hoop and Grapes pub in Farringdon Street.
And Jonathan, can you tell me what made the Hoop and Grapes the right pub to invest £1.8 million into restoring?
Yes, well, we've been waiting to get on site here for a very long time. It's been shut for nearly 6 years. There's a huge office development called Stonecutter Court just behind us. And when we came in here, it was like coming into Tutankhamun's tomb. We still had a couple of COVID stickers because it's shut at the end of June 2020. And so we've been trying to get on site and had to wait for that development to take place and finish. That finished in October, and it's taken us a few months to get done and ready and reopened, and we're very excited to do so.
And it looks amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about why now is the right time to bring it back to life since being closed since 2020?
Well, firstly, this is a great location. It's surrounded by kind of the emerging midtown for the City of London. You've got a lot of cultural activities that are taking place up the road in Smithfield Market. So you've got a major new development of the London Museum, which will open next year. A lot of offices just in the vicinity of between here and St Paul's, and more people are coming back to the offices. London itself is performing very well in terms of our pub business, and I think other competitors are finding the same. So more people back in the office, more of a 5-day if it's city or 7-day trade if it's elsewhere. And actually, you know what? London pubs are cool again. Young people are going to London pubs, and generally they're doing very, very, very well. So thrilled to be open, and this is a great location.
Absolutely. And how does this pub fit into Shepherd Neame's wider strategy for London?
Yes, the last 2 or 3 years, we've been focusing a lot of our capital investment into upgrading our London pubs. We've done a couple in Westminster, the Westminster Arms, and recently the White Horse and Bower on Horse Ferry Road. We did the Tom Crib before that, slightly further out. We've done the Crown in Blackheath and various other smaller projects, and we've got more in the pipeline. So I think we see a real potential in having great, authentic pubs done to a high standard, no expense spared in terms of sort of fixtures, fittings, and the quality of the fit out and the design. But it needs to be authentic. It needs to have that classic feel about it. And the response we've had in all of our London sites has been very strong so far.
And with the building being Grade 2 listed and dating back to 1721, can you tell me how you balance heritage with creating a modern pub offer?
Yes, it's a very good question. I think that if you look around the pub, you will see some superb oak panelling. You'll see some very high quality flooring. You'll see copper bar tops in our terrace bar, hand painted stained glass windows. You'll see hand drawn images on the ceiling in the terrace bar. So literally everything is done to the highest quality. Clearly, we need to get permission from the relevant authorities and from our landlord. But we want to create a showpiece here, no question. We're using some of the best suppliers. We're using some of the best sort of images and details, some really high quality seating, comfort, style, classic, authentic. That's what we're trying to do.
Well, it looks like you've nailed it. And the pub has several different spaces across 3 floors. How important is this sort of multi-use layout for pubs today? And is this something you're looking to do more of as you sort of transform the rest of the estate?
Well, this is quite an unusual building, actually, because it's got quite a small footprint on the downstairs. It's a tall, thin building, and it's quite challenging often to get people upstairs in pubs. So we try to create different environments on each floor. So the floor above, the terrace bar, is a really high quality bar. It's got a lovely, comfortable feel about it. It is a service bar, so you can get the full range of drinks. We've got a humidor in there to sell cigars for those few people that want it. You can get high quality food up there. And then the floor above, we call it the parlour. No bar up there, but it can be used for functions. It can be used for games. We've got a piano up there, either to get people to come in and play the piano, or indeed it's set up as a self-playing piano. So the sense is you want the feel of a town party house here, where people can go to any floor and find something else different going on. And then you've got 2 outside spaces. So you've got a first floor terrace, which is more of an evening terrace, a wonderful place to relax after work. I think that's going to boom in the summer. and you've got the private garden out the back here, which can seat about 40 or 50. And then, like any London pub, people will spill out into the street because they enjoy that sense of being part of the action and so on. So when this pub is humming after work, every part of it is trading, and that's great.
And in terms of the food and beverage offer, you've got sort of pub staples, but done with finesse, and then more premium offering. How does this reflect customers in London at the moment? And is this something you'll be rolling out to other suitable sites?
Yes, we have used similar menus elsewhere. I think people always want pub classics. They always want a great beef shin and ale pie. They always want a great haddock and chips, etc. People do want smaller portions these days. So we've got a 5-ounce steak, we've got a great burger, we've got a plant burger. But there's also plenty of sharing dishes. There's koftas, there's skewers, and of course there's oysters. So these smaller light bite dishes work very well, either for lunchtime or for an early evening a meal. But a lot of people are going out just for a drink these days. Eating out is quite an expensive thing for groups. So this pub is a classic chameleon. It can switch from being a great drinking pub on Thursdays, or it can be more of a sort of sedate dining pub at lunchtime midweek.
And you've got all the staple beers and house wines, but you've also got sort of more premium offering in the wine and champagne front. How's that going down with customers today?
Yeah, well, on the beer side, we're very proud of our beer range. We've got the full selection here. We're particularly proud of new products that have joined our portfolio. First Drop, a hazy IPA, Iron Wharf, a stout. So they're both going very successfully. We've got some craft lagers that we produce, such as Whitstable Bay Blonde. We've got our staple ales, of course. We rotate them with our cask ale portfolio. And then we've got, as you expect, Guinness, Moretti, and other beers from other brewers. But we've got a great range of products here. On the wine front, we've got a more extensive wine range than we will have on some other London sites. So people can stretch right up to absolute premium wines or premium champagnes. There's something for everyone. But I think in most pubs, people will stick to what they know, and people will stick to house wines and so on. We've got a great range of cocktails too. This is a fun pub. You can get a really high quality drink in a great glass. You can get it served quickly, and you've got multiple different environments to enjoy it and drink with your friends.
And with costs still high across the sector, how do you decide when an investment of this size makes sense?
It's a good question. I think that the cost pressures are acutely impacting sort of mid-range turnover pubs where you've got quite a complex food offer, and quite often in rural or community areas. That's where the impact is being felt most at the moment. Footfall slightly lower, cost of living pressures are higher on the consumer, and you need quite a lot of staff in the kitchens, etc. So I think in this day and age, there is a great virtue in simplicity. And the traditional London pub, with that great surge of trade on the big night out of Thursday, which is more drinks led, is an offer that works from an investment point of view at this moment in time. The much more complex, heavy investments in food led site, which was what everyone was doing 10 years ago, are much more challenging to get a return. It'll change, it'll all flip round, but right now we're focused more on those higher wet-led sites, particularly in urban areas and particularly in central London.
With flagship pubs like this, what sort of role do they play in strengthening the brand and reputation of Shepherd Neame? And are you planning on opening more extravagant sites in other areas?
I think the key thrusts for our investment is, as said, our London estate. We've got 40 odd pubs within the M25, lots of opportunity. We've got some sensational hotels, and we're turning our mind to upgrading our inns and hotels. A lot of those are in coastal locations. And then we've got some really exceptional, unique pubs in unique locations, many of them on the beach or in wonderful rural situations. We like to think some of the best tenanted sites in the country. So there are kind of three thrusts to our investment program. Everything is about trying to up the quality. give it a very comfortable environment, ensure that people are happy to enjoy long dwell time in pubs. That's really what we're trying to do, is to sell not just a fast transaction, but a place where people are happy to dwell, feel comfortable, and enjoy the sort of social environment. So yes, that's what we're trying to do. There is great pressures in the market, but we're taking a long-term position. And in everything we do, we want to bring out the authenticity of our brand, but also the authenticity of the individual pub environment.
And in terms of sustainability, what sort of role does this play in refurbishments and pub operations across the estate? And are there any sustainability initiatives that you've put into the making of the Hoop and Grapes?
Yeah, sustainability is key to all of our decision making, and it makes good business sense, because if we can reduce the cost of energy, or if we can reduce the carbon that's emitted from our business overall, then that is good business sense. So in all of our cellars, we'll put self-cleaning devices in. We've got intelligent refrigeration throughout where possible, and that's true here. We put electric kitchens in, so we're reducing gas, increasing electric consumption, and all of our electricity is now bought through renewable sources at 100% across our business. So yes, it's a big factor, and it delivers an economic payback, which makes sense.
Great. And looking ahead, do you still see opportunities for further investment and growth in London, which you've said you do? Is there anything you can tell us about future sites in London? Anything at all, just looking ahead for Shepherd Neame?
I can't give you specific sites just yet, but we are reviewing sort of 5 or 6 potential options within London. And I think the remarkable thing about this trade is that for all the top line pressures, of which there are significant pressures at the moment, there are always individual opportunities in different locations. We talked about London, but there are plenty of opportunities outside of London. We just need to pick the right location and make sure that we are the dominant or primary pub in that location, the go-to place, the central meeting place for that community where they want to spend their social time with their friends and family.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. That's everything for today. So thank you.
Thank you.